Welcome. So the topic for this video is the green tax. So there is a proposal to announce green tax for the old vehicle. Now in this video what we will discuss, we will first of all try to understand what exactly is a green tax, and then we will see why such kind of tax are important for our environment in general. So these are the things that we will discuss in this video. So let's start. A green tax is imposed on the environment polluting goods or activities to discourage people from anti-ecological behavior and make them sensitive towards the environment. So these are the components of green tax. So if you have to define green tax, what it is about the goods as well as activities which cause pollution. So these are, it will be imposed on which goods and activities which cause pollution. Why? Because this kind of things will discourage people for anti-ecological behavior. Discourage people for anti-ecological behavior, like they will be more eco-friendly, and also will create awareness about the environment. So this is the purpose of giving or imposing green tax on any activities. So I hope you understand what is green tax. It is a tax which is imposed on the goods or activities which causes pollution. A green tax imposition in India is recent development, and different vehicles are being monitored for emission, especially at the state border area. So green tax is not something which is known for a very long period of time, and it is a recent development. An ECC, which is the environmental compensation charge, is imposed on different vehicles, both personal and commercial, depending upon their size. So there is a charge which is levied known as the ECC. Depending on the size of the vehicle, whether they are a personal or commercial, the rate may differ. The green tax varies from state to state. Now this is also an interesting thing for you to remember. Like, this is not a uniform tax that it will be like 3% across the country, but it varies from state to state. For instance, in Maharashtra, private vehicles that are more than 15-year-olds or more and commercial vehicle aged 8 years or more are liable to pay the taxes. So this is something which is there in the Maharashtra. Personal vehicles will be charged a tax at a time of renewal of registration certificate after 15 years. So you must know that personal vehicles need to be re-registered, or they need to be renewed their registration every 15 years. So they will be charged a tax if they are getting the renewal after the 15 years. So the idea behind is that the old machinery is actually not creating much pollution. So as the engine get old, you must have seen on the road also the old vehicles, they give out so much smoke, so much of combust is not properly burned out, and they create a lot of pollution in the atmosphere. So that is why this tax is actually to compensate for that. So let's just quickly see what is latestly being proposed. So the proposal on green tax also include a steeper penalty up to 50% of road tax for older vehicles registered in some of the highly polluted cities in the country. For an example, for cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, all the major cities which is being considered highly polluted, there will be a very steep tax for it, even to the times of 50% of the road tax. The levy may differ depending on fuel, like whether it is a petrol car or a diesel car. For an example, the rate would be different. And type of vehicle also, whether it is a car, it is a truck, it is a scooter, all these things will again have a different kind of a variable taxation. The proposal will now go to the states for consultation before it is formally notified. So just remember, it is not like from today onward the states have to, or the people have to start paying the taxes. It is something which will still under consideration by the states. It includes 10 to 25% of road tax on transport vehicle older than 8 years at the time of renewal of fitness certificate. So it means that whatever is the road tax, 10 to 25% would be considered as a green tax if you are getting the renewable after the 8 years. The proposal on green tax also include steeper penalty up to 50% of road tax for older vehicles registered in highly polluted states of the country. So this is again something which we have already discussed. Now what is the need for green tax? Why do we actually need to put green tax on the old vehicles? So the first reason is discourage pollution causing activities. So by levying a duty, it is like a fine or punishment that either the seller or the buyer or both have to bear for indulging into pollution causing activities. So now if you are using the vehicle more than 15 years or 8 years, you are actually indulging into an pollution causing activities, and you have to pay a fine for it. You have to bear the responsibility of causing pollution. Then there is also a thing of encouraging the greener project. Since the duty will make these product more expensive, it encourages other industries which follow green production practices to compensate and get an edge. So again, for an example, the EV, the electric vehicles might get a chance for it if you are to really suspend your vehicles after 8 years. You would look for the alternative. So it gives impetus to the greener project also. Then collect fund for the environmental initiative. So whatever the amount the green tax is collecting, it could be used for the other environmental initiative. Like every country is spending millions of dollars on initiative that can help in curbing the pollution in future. From afforestation projects to river cleaning initiative, all these cost in millions and millions of the exchequer. So it's like we are the one who is actually paying for it. So afforestation activities, the river cleaning activities, that is all coming from the taxing money also, right? So in that case, the fund, the green tax which is connected, could be specifically used for funding these initiatives. So this is again something. So what are the major reasons why we need a green tax? First of all, it will discourage the pollution causing activities, because there the people are paying a kind of a fine for it. Then it will encourage the greener project, because the fine become costly. It will be costlier affair for the people to go for the same route. They might look for alternative, providing the impetus to the greener industry. And then the fund, the tax which is finally collected, could be utilized for other environmental initiatives that will again help in curbing the pollution altogether. So these are the reason why green tax is something which has been muted, and which is something which the government is mulling over. So I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you.